Bye.
What's up, everybody? It is G. Scott, and I'm here again for our weekly conversation here on Facebook Live. You can hear my show on KIRO FM called KIRO Nights from 7 to 10 p.m. each weeknight. I want to wait a little bit so we can have those get ready to join us as we get ready to have our weekly conversation. And I just want to kind of touch over some things, touch over what's been going on in the news, and maybe give you an idea of what's coming up today on tonight's show. Well, I'll kind of start with that. Tonight's show is going to have Jordan Babineau for Seahawks Legends. That's going to happen at 9 o'clock. Remember, every week on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, we have a Seahawks legend to come onto the show. The first one, we had Jim Zorn. We've had Sidney Rice. We've had Matt Hasselbeck. We've had Red Bryant. And this week, tonight at 9 o'clock, we'll have Jordan Babineau. So I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. If you're in the Seattle area, right now, it's definitely a fall day, a little bit wet out there. It's Halloween, and you know what the deal is. It's something about Halloween. Like, I always think of Washington weather, especially here in Western Washington. What happens is come Halloween, that's it. You know, that's when the winter gets ready to begin. Here comes the rain. Here comes the raining sideways. Here comes the crock pot. And by the way, I love this kind of weather because a crock pot and put all the good comfort meals in there. Looking forward to that. Anyways, hope you're having a great Wednesday and having a great rest of your week. Hope your family, hope this message right here finds you well and healthy. One of the things that I want to talk about right now is what's been going on over the last week and a half. I think you guys will agree. Last week was one of the worst weeks in modern day history, modern day American history. When you consider the pipe bomb threats, that's threats on two former presidents of the United States, a threat also on the life of a vice president, attorney general, and all other political figures in that area. And then you also had, which was just talked about tonight or today, My Northwest has a story up right now in which a homeless man was killed. That actually happened last week, last Thursday. It was reported this morning, so that happened. And then, of course, and unfortunately, the tragic deal in Pittsburgh at the Tree of Life synagogue when you had 11 Jewish members had their lives taken away. And here's the part that kind of makes me a little nervous, a little bit, right? It's different. What's different is how we used to be sad about things, how we used to mourn about things. Things were truly sad. And now I feel it's a little different. I feel like in 1 second we're sad, and then right after that we're mad and we're pointing fingers. And that's kind of scary. These things are happening all over the United States right now. And instead of us not pointing fingers, which we should not be doing, we're right now just continuing to argue amongst each other. And it's kind of like a marriage, right? And I'll make fun of myself for a little bit. Yeah, I've been married a couple times. And in those relationships, sometimes you just get tired of arguing. And I think that right now, with our political environment, with the midterms that are 6 days away, aren't we tired of arguing? Aren't we tired of pointing fingers? Because I got to tell you, the family members of those 11 out there in Pittsburgh, they don't care if anybody's right or left. They don't care whose fault it is. It's not going to bring their family members back. The homeless man that was killed here in Seattle last Thursday, that was reported today, nobody, his family or whoever, that person is gone forever. Also, you found out today, it's been talked about, it's on My Northwest as well. There was a person that was making bomb threats in Olympia. That's been happening for a while now. They know who the person is. They haven't caught him yet. But my question to you is when is this going to stop? What is it going to take for us all to say, okay, enough's enough? Does enough only come when it happens close to home? When it happens to a coworker, a friend, a loved one of yours, a family member? When is it that we all just say enough is enough? It makes me nervous that in ways that our people are starting, and I say our because us, right? Us right now, innocent people are dying in places that you don't think that they would die. Churches, schools, workplace. Again, when is enough enough? Which brings me to my last point. I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to do radio here for KIRO FM. And the one thing that I have to do a better job of, and remembering and understanding that words matter. What people that have a platform say, it matters. Because somebody somewhere takes those words and they go and they do something with those words. Words, thoughts become words become actions. So my message today about all of this tragic, unfortunate news that continues to happen in our communities, in our neighborhoods, amongst each other. It doesn't matter if you're left or right, what politics, wherever you lean. My question is when is enough enough? And so I hope that, again, that this message finds you in well, with family, and great health, and that you guys be careful out there. And this is not me giving a message and talking about trying to tell you to be worried, but this is me trying to say we all have to do better about our words of power. Any messages out there in the world?
Yeah, there's one on Twitter. It's at SeahawkBlue81. And all it is just a picture of a photo, and it says, rather than a wall, America needs to build a giant mirror to reflect on what we've become.
Yeah, that's a very interesting statement. You know, we do. We a lot of us, and I include myself, that I need to look at myself in the mirror and do things better and less about pointing. I know when I was in auctioneer school, and sometimes about auctions, and you got different bids that are going. You got 100, 100.5, 200, 2.5, 300, 3.5, 3, 425, 4.5. So what's happening is instead of you pointing, they teach you not to point, right? Instead of pointing, it's more of this here, that, right? So if somebody just comes to you and does that, it's different. Like, hey, right? Hey, as opposed to, it's kind of different. But it's just the little things that makes us do and think a little bit different.
And lastly, here in the comments, Janet wants to say rest in peace to Coach Jack Patera, the first Seahawk head coach.
That's right. I did hear about that, Coach Jack Patera. May he rest in peace. First coach of the Seattle Seahawks. Man, you know that now that's Jack Patera, who has passed away now, and you have Chuck Knox, who has passed away, and then of course we know that the news that just happened here a couple weeks ago, and Paul Allen. So the Seahawk community definitely is sad about something like that. May his family and all those close to Coach Jack Patera, let them know they're in my prayers and thoughts. All right, hey, really appreciate you guys joining us again. I'll see you again next week for this little deal. And then also tonight, join the show, 97.3 FM, KIRORadio.com. Either way, 7 to 10 p.m., KIRO Nights. I'm G. Scott. Be good.